Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Sumati Jones, Department of Pharmacology. I'll be presenting my paper on the topic ubiquitous phytohormone, abscisic acid in phytoremediation and biomedical application, an overview. Plant hormones, are otherwise known as phytohormones, are biological growth regulators. They are the chemicals other than nutrients produced by plants at specific location in very low concentration. It will cause alteration at target cells at other locations. They are mainly involved in regulation of germination, growth, metabolism or other physiological activities. Coming to classification of phytohormones, they are classified as promoters and inhibitors. Promoters are mainly auxin, cytokinin, gibberellin and racinosteroids, and inhibitors are abscisic acid, salicylic acid, ethylene and jasmonates. The positive or negative crosstalk between these promoters or inhibitory hormones determines the stress response in plants. Coming to abscisic acid is a plant metabolite. It is a central regulatory hormone which will act as a plant defensive mechanism against biotic and abiotic stresses. Chemistry, mainly it is a terpenoid. Function, it is useful in seed dormancy, closure of stomata and plant growth and development. Biosynthesis occurs at 5 steps. Right from zeaxanthin to xanthosine, the pathway is seen in plastid, and then from xanthosine to abscisic, the synthesis occurs at cytosol. It exhibits two types of response, short term and long term, and this is regulated through upregulation or low expression of genes. Upregulating gene is mainly ABA biosynthetic gene. Coming to the receptor action, it binds with the receptor, inhibits clad APP2C protein phosphatases, and then it activates SNRK2 or OST1 protein kinases. These kinases will phosphorylate and activate the target. The actions are mediated through ion channels. Finally, it will end up with the synthesis of proteins and molecules capable of preventing damage caused by stress. Other than plant, it can also be obtained from sponge, hydroids, human parasites, various mammalian tissues, different dietary sources. It can be endogenously produced through carotenoid pathway or administered as a drug. Abscisic acid is mainly useful in plant as well as in human beings. In plants, it is useful in phytoremediation and biomedical application in human beings. So mechanism, mainly it acts through LAN-CL2, LAN2 receptors. It activates ADP ribosyl cyclase and finally causes increase in cyclic AMP dependent cellular calcium. So as you all know, heavy metals are classified into redox and non-redox. Redox will directly cause oxidative damage and non-redox will indirectly cause oxidative stress through inhibition of antioxidative enzymes. In all these cases, these are the studies carried out with heavy metal toxicity: cadmium alone, mercury, cadmium, copper, copper and zinc, lead, copper and nickel and so on with different plant species. In all these conditions, ABA has been seen in elevated level. So phytoremediation, what exactly it means is, it is a plant influenced biological, chemical and physical process that aids in uptake, degradation and metabolism of contaminants by either plants or free living organism in the plant's rhizosphere. So ABA concentration in plant increases after the heavy metal exposure, indicating that it acts as a protective mechanism against heavy metal toxicity. Actually, ABA acts as a chemical messenger, okay, and it retains growth plasticity during development and responds to abiotic and biotic stress. Coming to biomedical application, in general, stress will cause release of ROS, that is reactive oxygen species, which in turn will cause inflammatory responses. This ROS or reactive oxygen species released during stress will cause lipid peroxidation, protein adducts and alteration in signaling and enzymatic pathways, In DNA, it will cause mutation. In mitochondria, it will stimulate the cytochromes and apoptosis process. And in myelin sheath, it will cause, it will affect the myelin sheath and will cause neurodegenerative disease. So this is the link between inflammation and oxidative stress. And then finally, it will lead to neurodegenerative disease in case of myelin sheath. Abscisic acid plays a pivotal role in both pro-inflammatory and anti-inflammatory response. So based on its anti-inflammatory property, that is mainly antioxidant property, immunomodulated property and antimicrobial activity, it has been tried in various pathological conditions which includes diabetes, atherogenesis, malaria, neurodegenerative disease and ischemic retinopathy. So taken as example, I have taken ischemic retinopathy as an example. Okay, mainly this IR is caused due to imbalance between production of ROAs and disturbance of ROS scavenging activity. ADA can prevent IR through its antioxidant activity. So these are the processes involved in ROAs and inflammation, diabetes and oxidative stress, ABA and neurodegenerative disease. Finally, I conclude saying that ABA is the crucial hormone that plays a pivotal role in plants during unfavorable condition, and it's useful in phytoremediation of heavy metal toxicity. In humans, it can be used in inflammatory, infectious and diseased conditions. Thank you.